Welcome to Soul, a weekly entertainment show on fashion, arts and culture, relationships, and mental health. Our co-hosts are Imani Warren and Dr. Delvena Thomas. Now introducing our host, Nicky says YOLO, Nicky Gelin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of MIA. So, I am your host. I'm Nicky Says You Only Live Once, and we have a special guest today. Now, the newly named Marshall L. Davis Sr. African Heritage Cultural Arts Center, yes, it's been renamed with Marshall L. Davis Sr., is back with another captivating event called Revelations in Rhythm. Now, let's welcome our very own Marshall Davis Jr., the son.
Hello, Nicky. How you doing?
I'm good, Marshall Jr. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Yes, so how does it feel? Like the center is named after your father.
Oh, it's an incredible honor. It's a very incredible honor. I'm so happy for him. It's been a long time coming. He's dedicated a lot of years to the Cultural Arts Center and to that community. So we're very thankful that, he's able to get his flowers while he's still here and also while he's still the managing director.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well deserved. So for those that may not know, tell us a bit about your background and how you got into the arts.
Well, I got into the arts by going to the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. At the time, it was initially called Model Cities Cultural Arts Center. When my father was hired as the managing director, my brothers and my sister and I would go there every summer and take classes in the arts, such as dance, drama, musical theater, music, and visual arts. And that was my introduction into the arts at the age of 6. And the rest is history.
So your art in particular, it's tap. So when were you first introduced to the art of tap?
With tap dancing, I recall seeing this art form on Sesame Street. I was about 5 or 6 years old. And at the time, it was Gregory Hines, the late Gregory Hines, and the late great Maurice Hines were dancing on Sesame Street to demonstrate things like fast and slow and near and far and loud and soft. And that was my first moment seeing tap dancing that I recall. But I never expressed it to my parents that it was something that I wanted to do. It was just something that I always enjoyed watching on Sesame Street.
Yeah. So your parents maybe thought it was like the colors and like the animation of Big Bird
Right.
and so forth, but for you it was the actual tapping of the feet that caught your
Yes.
attention.
Yes, it
Hey,
was those sounds that
the
drew me
sound.
in.
So, okay, so after that, obviously they found out eventually that you had a passion for tap dancing. So tell us about that moment.
It was, again, I was taking the classes at the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center, and my father was a little reluctant to buy me tap shoes because, as children do, I was going through the phases of, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And so when I started taking the tap classes, initially I would just take the classes in my sneakers, and then eventually I'd bring some type of dress shoe uh, to get more sound out of the floor. And I began to progress and progress. And they finally told my father, look, Mr. Davis, you really need to buy him
Get some tap shoes.
tap shoes. So he brought me my first pair. And then, immediately I began to progress even further. And next thing you know, I was performing in local talent shows and winning
Yeah.
talent shows and things of that nature within like a year of my beginnings of a tap dancer.
Yeah, well, so tell us briefly. So you won a contest in 1989, and I believe Gregory Hines, he was a part of that
Yes,
contest. Tell us
it was
about that.
1989 and the movie Tap was premiering, and they did a promotion for the film through TriStar Pictures. It was called like a National Tap Day event where they went to each state to try to find the quote unquote best tap dancer in each state. So I won to represent Florida in the national competition, and winning as the Florida representative allowed me to fly to New York to see the premiere of
Wow.
the movie, go to the cast party, and meet a lot of the stars and you know legends and pioneers of the art form.
I'm sure Marshall Sr. was so elated and so like excited when you won, you know?
Yeah, she definitely was. He and my mother both were very excited. And again, early on in my career, they had me uh, enter these contests and be a part of these things, not thinking that I would win. I had only been dancing for a year at the time,
Ah.
and they just wanted me to have the experience. And in having that experience, things began to happen.
Yeah, your gift just like expanded and overflowed, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you were on last year. You one of our past guests last year. So let's talk revelations and rhythm. You are the founder and creator of this dance celebration. So what sparked this idea?
What initially sparked the idea was Alvin Ailey's revelations through the Alvin Ailey Dance American Dance Theater and his piece titled Revelations. And I wanted to do something like that with tap dancing, based off of where I am in my life with tap dancing, how I view tap dancing uh, as something spiritual for me, the parallels of my spirituality and tap dancing, uh, how it intersects. So there are all of these things that in watching his revelations that I said, oh, I want to do this version of this, but through my voice and, through my artistic imagination. And that was the beginnings of, that seed that we now call Revelations in Rhythm.
Yeah. And also you teamed up with also a special guest as well, Sevion Glover. So
Yes,
tell us about that
yes, my
partnership.
good friend, Savion Glover, who I trust like no other, uh, asked him to direct the show for me as I'm trying to choreograph and create and also perform and star in. I knew that he would be the person who knows me best, especially in regards to this art form, who I could trust to say, okay, this is what needs to be done to allow your vision to come to life.
Yeah, and I was there last year. It was beautiful. Like I just felt everything through my blood. It's very rhythmic. What can we expect from this year's live performance?
First and foremost, we are expecting for me to be healthy and able to make the performance.
I know we missed you last year.
Right, catching COVID, bad case of COVID the day before the performance. I made it through tech rehearsal and everything, but again, I was very fortunate to have Savion there, someone who I trust, who was like a brother to me, to step in and graciously continue to, as they say, the show must go on, and he allowed it to go on and step in. But that's the first thing. But this year, it's again our attempts of what we were trying to portray and communicate and convey and express last year will hopefully come to fruition with me being there. There'll be a little more clarity. The show is very personal. It comes from a very personal place and a very personal and unique perspective. And so you can expect all of these things and to hear my voice and to try to hear my sounds and connect to that frequency and vibration through this year's performance. But it all comes out of that experience of those who were enslaved and using the body, what was referred to as the patent juba, which then became known as stepping, which is a form of that, or the ham bone. All of these things came out of that experience.
Yeah, there's so many like different art forms that came from Western African, culture. And with the tap dancing, yeah, you're right, because you're using the feet and you're making movement and you're making sound. And I also learned that street dancing,
Right.
that's right, yeah. It also came from West Africa as well, you know? So there's so many different influences that derives way back from that one origin in Africa, you
Yes.
know? And again, whenever I see like any kind of tap dancing, like I get goosebumps. And again, it's very spiritual, like what you said earlier, and you can feel it go through your blood and your veins and your bones. And you just want to get up and you just want to bop. You just want to,
Yes. 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 Yes.
bop.
The aspect of the art form that when it's utilized uh, based off of its origins, which is to utilize the sound, there's
Yeah.
something I believe that's in the DNA of all humans that it connects to.
Yeah, yeah. So I have so many more questions to ask, but Mr. Davis Jr., we have a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Experience the heart of HBCU culture at the Orange Blossom Classic. This Labor Day weekend, Miami Gardens transforms into an HBCU homecoming you don't want to miss. Catch the matchup between North Carolina Central Eagles and the Alabama State Hornets on September 1st at Hard Rock Stadium. But there's more. Enjoy a full lineup of events like the Battle of the Bands and Fan Fest. Tickets start as low as $25. Get your tickets and book your hotels now at orangeblossomclassic.com. Be a part of something unforgettable.
Miami-Dade, we have an important choice this year, who we elect as our sheriff.
It's been 60 years since we elected this position, and the choice is clear for me. I'm with Chief James Reyes.
I'm with Chief Reyes too, because he understands our community and is the most experienced to keep our neighborhoods safe.
Chief Reyes has a plan to take on public corruption with a dedicated unit to deliver accountability for our community.
This August, join us in voting for Chief James Reyes.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman & Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman & Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
And welcome back. So we were just talking about when we hear just the sound of tap dancing, even the drums as well, our body just tends to move automatically. And again, it's spiritual. And it's when I think of tap, I never really thought about Western or West African influences. I never even thought that the origin was from West Africa. I just thought it was tap dancing. It's in America. It's very Americanized. It's very Western, but I never thought about the origin going way back to the other continent. So it's great to learn that. And it's great to learn how you incorporated modern tap dancing with those West African influences. I think that's so beautiful. And last year there were drums. When I went last year, there was actual, I believe, drums on the stage, or there was you had a singer. There was a singer.
Yes.
As well.
We have different musicians. So our musical director will be Willem Dellisfort, who's also an alumni of the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. We'll have also on drums, Harvell Nakundi. On bass, we'll have Alex Hernandez. This year, our vocalist will be Sophia Stevens. We'll have Afra Hines, who's also a alumni of the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center, as one of the dancers, along with Josh Johnson and Fumi Olawafumi. Oh no, let me make sure I get her name correct. It is Fumi Sofala. It's her name. Who's also one of the dancers, and we'll also have a special guest musician, Marcus Strickland. So we have a lot of Miami natives and mixed in with a couple of New York, New Jersey natives as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Like, everybody get your tickets. Like, when I went, it was packed. It was like super packed when I went. So get your tickets right now. But on a serious note, where do you see the state of tap dancing, especially within the Black community?
Right now, I'm trying to be a part of disseminating this truth about the art form. in regards to, again, what we call tap dancing, huffing. It's a part of our history. It's a part of our culture. Along the way, somehow misrepresentations were implemented about the art form, as far as what some may say is shucking and jiving or crooning. Even today, we have people use you're tap dancing as a reference, as if someone Black is trying to do something for, quote unquote, the man. So we're trying to dispel those negative connotations and really put out the truth about our history and how this art form was developed. There's a method that was used in regards to what we say tap dancing, or the person who was the song and dance man. There was this method that was used in regards to Black people, in regards to watermelon or fried chicken. A lot of people don't know the history of watermelon was because those who were formerly enslaved, it was one of the only crops that they could sell. And when they became successful from selling it, then here come the stereotypes in regards to Black people and watermelon. Same thing with chicken being one of the only livestock that Black people were allowed to own. They weren't allowed to own cattle or hogs or pigs. So when they became successful from selling these things, they began to start the stereotypes. And the same thing happened with tap dancing. Once they began to become successful from doing these things, you have the stereotypes that are associated with it. And so when we're not aware of our history and our truth and our power, then we can start to imitate a lot of those lies that were disseminated about us.
Yeah. And again, like what I said earlier, it's education. And within the educational system, and when it comes to the arts, we're not really taught as children the origin of arts and where it comes from.
Right.
And it's like you and your father that will help educate and also preserve that art form as well. So I'm victim to that. I had no idea that tap was from West Africa.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's so many other people out there, because in the Western civilization, what we see on TV is what we're conditioned to believe.
Right.
For me, Gregory Hines was the person that I saw as being the top influencer, especially for the Black community, Black children. I believe also is a Sammy Smith Senior.
Sammy Davis Jr. was one of them
as well.
He also had Bill Robinson and Bubbles, Baby Lawrence. There have been so many who have contributed to this art form.
There's been a lot, yeah. And I want to say, so I'm a millennial, and there's one artist that she kind of shed some light on this art form, and it's Maya. So Maya, she did a music video.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
I was like, look at Maya tap dancing. What? So I believe she opened up the minds of the youth to kind of want to learn more about what tap is. And I don't really hear much about it. Maybe I'm not in that space, but do you see that art form declining? Do you see it's flat? Do you see it's growing? Like, where do you see it?
It's still happening. It's just a matter of people searching for it and knowing where to find it. So again, it's like you're looking for a job. If you're not looking for the job, then you can't just expect the job to find you. You have to be active in the search. And that's just with all the things, that we want in our lives. So I say when people want to know more about tap dancing, we have the access now, through the internet and social media, and you may get different versions, but you can find one that you connect with and know that it's possible. It's out here. It never stopped. It's not dying. We're keeping it alive, but we have to keep it alive by the manner in which we live. And one of the ways of doing that is to tell the truth about this art form and be sincere about its origins.
Oh my gosh, we have to tell the truth. We have to tell the origin of where it originated from our ancestors in West Africa. Wow. So where can we purchase tickets and find more info?
We could find more info at ahcac.org. You can also call the African Heritage Cultural Arts Center at 305-638-6771, or you can do a search on Eventbrite for Revelations in Rhythm in Miami. We'll be on the campus of Florida Memorial University at the Lou Ross Center for the Performing Arts.
Yes, everybody get your tickets. It's such a great experience. It was beautiful. The crowd, like we felt it. We were quiet and we were dancing. We were like, yeah, like we were so like we were so immersed in the I don't want to say the show. It is a show, but it is a celebration of our ancestors and bringing that art of tap dancing in 2024 on the stage, but making it your own, but also paying homage to them as well. It was so beautiful. I'll be there this year. It's great for children to go as well. It'll open up their eyes. They'll see something different, on the stage and movement. And it's a whole different way to express the body and sound and movement. So thanks for bringing it back. Super excited. Y'all get y'all tickets. Get y'all tickets because it was sold out when I went. So yeah.
Get them early. Don't wait.
Get them early. Get them early. Yes. So Marshall Jr., thank you so much.
Been a pleasure.
We'll see you. We're going to see you at the show. Yes,
All right.
we are.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much for being our guest, and we'll see you soon.
Again, my pleasure. Thank you.
And everyone, we have another commercial break, but hold on. Next up are my co-hosts. So my first co-host is Dr. Delvena. She's our board certified psychiatrist. Now on to our next commercial.
Experience the heart of HBCU culture at the Orange Blossom Classic. This Labor Day weekend, Miami Gardens transforms into an HBCU homecoming you don't want to miss. Catch the matchup between North Carolina Central Eagles and the Alabama State Hornets on September 1st at Hard Rock Stadium. But there's more. Enjoy a full lineup of events like the Battle of the Bands and Fan Fest. Tickets start as low as $25. Get your tickets and book your hotels now at orangeblossomclassic.com. Be a part of something unforgettable.
I'm your mayor, Daniela Levine Cava. 3 years ago, I made a promise to build a government that listens, responds, and innovates for the future. And we've done just that. Now my opponents are falsely attacking my record, trying to divide our community. We've cut property tax rates, we've empowered small businesses to thrive. While they attack me, I'm committed to attacking our problems with clear solutions. It's what I promised to do 3 years ago, and it's my promise to you once again. Let's continue to get the job done together.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman & Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family. Our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters. Because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman & Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
Hey, Nicky. It's time for another mental health moment. Are you guys ready to take the couch? As you said, it's Dr. Delvena, the queen of Brain Love and the host of the Brain Love podcast and co-host here on MIA. So, that's so awful. I was in Phuket, Thailand, and I got to hang out with some animals. So I want to talk about animal therapy. Animal therapy is something that is very beneficial and offers a range of benefits for both mental and physical health. There are some key advantages as to why we like animal therapy. And here you're going to see me engage in some animal therapy. I am with tigers, baby tigers and their mamas. So let's talk a little bit. So guys, I have to get some tiger ears. for my tiger tour. So I got my ears and proceeded to have fun with the animals for all of the benefits of physical and mental health benefits and overall well-being. Yes. Oh my gosh. Animals can create a sense of safety and acceptance and a calming effect. So this tiger is 3 months old and his name is Luwan. Luwan? Yeah. Luwan. Is that a Thai food too, or does it mean something? It's about sweet pork. Sweet pork. He's eating sweet pork. Hi, sweet pork. Being with the babies was less stressful than being around the bigger adults, but because tigers are up during the night, usually they sleep a lot during the day, and we took advantage of that. The mental health benefits for animals include reducing our stress and anxiety, improving our mood through comfort and companionship, if it's something like a dog or a cat, can help with enhanced social skills and increase our empathy. Physical health benefits include pain management, improved motor skills, increase physical activity. They really produce a calming effect. The presence of animals can have a calming effect, helping individuals to feel more relaxed, offering unique benefits. We're more relaxed and we're more at ease. That's all I have for you today, Nikki. Please say brain love. And by the way, these animals were endangered in the jungle, so they're safe now. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Delvena. And a big thank you to our audience. So again, our featured guest today was Marshall L. Davis Jr. We spoke about his show coming up, Revelations in Rhythm. And get your tickets. It's such a beautiful show. Big shout out to what they're doing and to preserving the art form of tap dancing. So y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you on another episode of MIA. So